This is Gaurav Gupta, your life and business success strategist. Welcome to the Morning Motivation. Today's power quote is a quote by the great Aristotle. Aristotle said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, thus, is a habit, not an act." Wow, what a wonderful quote. This quote reminds me of an incident that happened with me a few years ago. A few years ago, I was traveling for a few trainings. I was in Qatar and I checked into Crown Plaza Hotel. It was a 4-day long training. On the 4th day, a client requested in the morning at 8:30 for an urgent session. This client had some emergency and it had to be dealt in that moment itself. My original plan was that at 9 a.m. I'll check out from the hotel, go to the training room, finish the training and take the evening flight home. However, because of this call, I got delayed and at 9 straight, I rushed to the training rather than checking out. I was in a hurry. I forgot to check out. At lunchtime, I remembered that I had to check out. At lunch, I went to the front desk and meeting the front desk receptionist, her reaction was something I'll never ever forget. As I approached this lady, her name was Rachel. She said, "Hello, Mr. Gupta." I said, "Rachel, I have a request." She said, "Yes, Mr. Gupta, I saw you were in a rush, so I automatically delayed your checkout. We can do a checkout now. You don't have to worry. You don't have to pay anything extra." I was really amazed at the exceptional customer service she offered me. I complimented her and I also gave her manager a positive feedback about her exemplary service, her customer centricity and her presence of mind. I took her email and we often exchanged emails, and it was no wonder that recently I got to know that Rachel is amongst the leadership team at Crown Plaza. Wow, that's the attitude of excellence what Aristotle was talking about. Wow, a very well-deserved career progression. That is a kind of exceptional commitment to excellence that Aristotle talks about. If you want to truly win in life, you have to commit to excellence. Aristotle's quote and this incident with Rachel reminds me of a compilation that I came across a few years ago. This is a beautiful compilation which tells you why it is important for us to commit to excellence. The compilation is called "Is Good Enough?" The compilation highlights that even if you are committed to 99.9% efficiency, still it is not enough. You have to give your 100% every day. I'm sure you'll enjoy this compilation. Here it is.
It is not enough that we do our best. Sometimes we have to do what is required. Sometimes good enough is anything but. If 99.9% is good enough, in the next 60 seconds, 806 phone calls will be misrouted. If 99.9% is good enough, 470 entries in the new Merriam-Webster dictionary will be misspelled. In the next 2 minutes, 1902 people will consume a meal that leads to a foodborne illness. In the next hour, more than 1,000 ATM machines will dispense the wrong amount of cash. Tomorrow morning, close to 2,000 copies of newspaper will be missing the front page. In the next 24 hours, 5,83,561 pieces of mail will be mishandled by the post office. In the next week, 21,367 books will be published with the wrong cover. The following week, 80,768 shoes will be shipped in mismatched pairs. If 99.9% is good enough, next week, 44,200 medical prescriptions will be written incorrectly. By the end of next year, 573 coronary bypass surgeries will have failed. By the end of next year, 4,266 newborns will leave the hospital with the wrong parents. If 99.9% is good enough, this year more than 200,000 tax returns will be lost by the ITD. By the end of the month, 25,000 brand new tires will be purchased with dangerous defects. By the end of tomorrow, 174 airline flights will not have landed safely. Good is not good, where better is required. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence is not an act, but a habit.
Wasn't that intriguing and wonderful? Reminds me of something I heard a long ago. If you can't be a pine on the top of the hill, be a scrub in the valley. Be a bush if you cannot be a tree. If you cannot be a bush, then be just a bit of grass and some highway happier make. Be a muskie if you cannot be a bass, but the liveliest bass in the lake. We've all got to be captains. We can't all be captains. We've got to be crew. There are big things to do and there's lesser to do, but the task which we must do is near. If you cannot be a highway, then be just a little trail. If you cannot be the sun, then be just a little star. It isn't by size that we're gonna lose. Be the best of whoever you are. Be the best of whoever you are. Be the best of whoever you are. So commit to excellence, and I promise you, nothing can stop you from living an extraordinary, exceptional life. I'll see you around. You have a great rest of the day. Thank you.